Hi, it's Lisa from Glass Slippers and Paws Travel. Ed and I are finally here at the beautiful, all fun inclusive Hotel Xcaret in Riviera Maya. This video is a compilation of our 5-day adventure. I hope you enjoy it. Hotel Xcaret, Mexico is an exclusive resort where you experience the majesty of the Caribbean in the Maya forest in an unparalleled experience. Right after check-in, we went to explore Fuego, the jungle adventure park with ziplining, amphibious vehicles, rafting, and underground rivers. Ziplining over the Mayan jungle was exhilarating. You guys do the ziplining?
We did.
Is it scary?
A little bit, but it's worth it.
Is it? Okay, great. You did all 8 of them?
All 8 of them.
Okay, thanks. We don't have a lot of video, but Explore Fuego was definitely a lot of fun. There was so much to do at Explore Fuego. We didn't really have time to do it all, but here's a few pictures from our evening. We also had a great buffet there that came with it as well. We got back from Explore Fuego. The bus brought us back. The hotel runs its own buses every 20 minutes there. It's only about a 5-minute trip. And here we are back in the lobby. The eco-integrating design of Hotel Xcaret carefully and responsibly adopts the architecture to the landscape, achieving a perfect balance between aesthetics and ethics, as you can see here in the beautiful and vibrant lobby. The culture in Mexico is evident in the lobby. It's all worked and created on by the best Mexican artisans, and each element has its own history. It's truly a work of art. Coves, rivers, inlets, caves, and forests are located all over the resort, where everything flows with the principle of sustainability. Hotel Xcaret Mexico is the first hotel in America to receive the EarthCheck Building Planning and Design Standard certification. Hotel Xcaret also has a 5-diamond rating from AAA. The suites at Hotel Xcaret Mexico are located across different buildings called casas. Each represents a natural element from the Mayan culture. Here's a glimpse of our room in Casa Espiral, which is the symbol for the spiral. The balcony was a great place to chill any time of the day. I love lounging in the hammock. All the suites at Hotel Xcaret are designed in a way that connects you with nature no matter where you stay at the resort. As you can see, the room is a contemporary design that embraces the Mayan culture. The room was fantastic. It had a stocked minibar, a safe, robe and slippers, a flat screen TV, Wi-Fi, a jacuzzi, a rain shower, as well as free room service. And we had a great night's sleep because the next morning we were off on our 12-hour Chichen tour, where we went to Chichen, and that is one of the 7 wonders of the world. There was also a stop after that in the town of Valladolid, where we had a wonderful buffet lunch, which you'll see later, and also a stop at a magical cenote. But here we are at Chichen. After almost 1,000 years of existence, Chichen was awarded world recognition for its unique characteristics. Chichen has been awarded the titles of World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It's a clear example of the Mayan Toltec civilization work that has withstood the test of time, thanks to the fusion of the 2 cultures' building techniques. These techniques allowed both civilizations to imprint their vision of the universe while creating real masterpieces in the form of stone monuments, such as the Pyramid of Kukulkan, the 1,000-column plaza, the Temple of the Warriors, and El Caracol, or the Snail. The history of these structures is fascinating, but to me especially Kukulkan. According to legend, twice a year when the day and night are in balance, the pyramid dedicated to Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god, is visited by its namesake. On the equinox, Kukulkan returns to earth to commune with his worshippers, provide blessings for a full harvest and good health before entering the sacred water, bathing in it and continuing through its way to the underworld. And here we are at Kukulkan. All legends aside, crafty and mathematically brilliant architecture combined with the natural rotation of the earth creates an amazing and somewhat eerie image of a giant snake crawling down the temple. For 5 hours, an illusion of light and shadow creates 7 triangles on the side of the staircase, starting at the top and inching its way down until it connects the top platform with the giant stone head of the feathered serpent at the bottom. A hand clap near the base of the pyramidal results in an unusual chirping echo, said to replicate the call of the sacred Quetzal bird. This truly was a wonder to behold, and I'm so grateful I had the opportunity to experience it firsthand. It was midday and it was getting rather warm, and luckily the hotel did provide us with these beautiful pink umbrellas you see in the background, and they were very helpful. to shade you from the sun. It really was a wonderful day. We did have time to look around on our own after the guided part of the tour, and we're able to buy some souvenirs, and then we got back to the bus where ice cold beer was waiting for us and towels. We then took the bus to the colonial town of Valladolid. Steeped in history, witness to countless battles for freedom and in defense of its people, today Valladolid offers a peaceful and magical journey through a heroic city. Here our first stop is at La Cocina restaurant for a delicious and vast buffet meal of Yucatan specialties and unlimited beer and non-alcoholic drinks. Being vegetarian, there was plenty of options for me to enjoy, including many amazing juices, as you can see here. Nestled in the garden at La Cocina, the shrine and fountain dedicated to Valladolid's patron saint, the Virgin of Candelaria, is a work of art created by 5 Xcaret craftsmen using Talavera ceramics. It took almost a year to assemble and 5 more months to install in Valladolid. As we head back through the archway to the right, you see the beautiful little courtyard of La Cocina, and to the left there was a really nice shop. We got back on the bus for a quick ride to the center of town to see Cenote. We encountered people dressed in Mayan garb and got a souvenir photo as we headed down the slope passage on the stairs, which were carved right out of the natural rock leading down behind the stalactites to the water surface. The cave is about 150 feet across and 260 feet deep, much of which is filled with water.
Here we are, cenotes.
We were even lucky enough to witness a cliff jump. Now if you can see the rainbow. Okay, so here we are. This is the infinity pool. Doesn't really do it justice, but you can get an idea of the beautiful night tonight. People are swimming out there. There's some restaurant there. We're getting ready to go to Xingao, which is a reservation restaurant. So we're gonna do that, and then this is on this side. This is on the way to our room, so you can see the spiral there. So we are very close to this is the diamond pool. It's still an infinity pool, but it's called the diamond pool because it's in the shape of a diamond. And here we are at Xingao. Ed and I have been really looking forward to experiencing this journey of flavors of the Asian cuisine set in a breathtaking setting. The mixology bar is the perfect complement for this gastronomic experience. We enjoyed every course. The service was wonderful. You do, however, need a reservation for this restaurant, which is located in Casa Grande. Your travel agent, like myself, can do that for you before your arrival. After a long day, this was the perfect place to relax with a delicious meal and some margaritas before heading off to the lobby bar, where we were surprised to find a rock band playing a mix of Mexican and American rock. A perfect end to a perfect day. It was definitely a fun night. Good morning. Okay. Perfect. Really happy this morning. It's another beautiful day in Riviera Maya, and it's day 3, and we're on the Cenote small group tour, which is included. We're going to see 4 cenotes.
Vas a entrar al agua y vas a nadar alrededor de la escalera. Ahorita me la llevo a ella. Sí.
¿Quieres que me la lleve yo?
Bueno, si puedes, desde ahorita estaría bien porque ahorita...
Here we go. A lot of birds under here. Hey! We just got done snorkeling and kayaking, and we're making our way back through the jungle to the autobus. So we just go as is, like wet from Cenote to Cenote, doing different things. We did rappelling first, and then at this one we did the kayaking, and oh, there's a bathroom.
Go ahead.
Ready? Our last cenote. It's been a great day. Had a lot of fun. This is the place to be. Riviera Maya, New Mexico. Xcaret, baby. It's a beautiful day here at Hotel Xcaret. What are birds? Oh, I don't know what kind of bird it is, but there are a lot of them here. Hotel Xcaret, Mexico creates a dreamlike setting for any wedding. Celebrate love through Mayan, Jewish, Hindu, symbolic, or religious ceremonies, choosing from a variety of architectural venues without comparison. In the background, you can see the Capilla Catholic Chapel, which is elevated on a pyramid, which has unbeatable panoramic views of the majestic Caribbean Sea. Here we are at Las Cuevas restaurant. This was one of my favorite culinary experiences of my life. The ambiance was nothing short of spectacular. Las Cuevas lets you explore Mexican specialties blending with international trends in a beautiful gallery of caves that are carved out of peninsula rock. So glad we made a reservation for Las Cuevas. It is important to do so as it's extremely popular. Being a vegetarian, it was easy for me to eat here. The salad bar was phenomenal. All the food was phenomenal. The chef even made me a special meal, and it was wonderful. Afterwards, outside the restaurant, you can sit by the caves and the beach. And on the way back, we saw the Capilla Chapel at night, which was breathtaking, and all the beautiful scenery. It was a lovely walk back to the room, and we even stumbled upon a party. And if you want to have a private party, well, you can. See? Isn't that beautiful? Another beautiful morning at Hotel Xcaret. It's day 4, and we're on our way to Xcaret Park. It's a massive park. We did spend the whole day there, and we only ended up seeing about a third of it. But it was included, and as you'll see, we took a great little boat right from the hotel there, which is a great perk of staying at Hotel Xcaret, as well as the fact that every single thing you've seen so far has been included. The restaurants, the drinks, the adventures. And at this park, we did also get a great lunch, and drinks were included as well. Anything on the Black Path was included. But anyway, we started out our morning with a fantastic breakfast at the Mercado, and then off we went to the park. So here's some shots of the Mercado. It had to be the biggest restaurant Mercado I've ever seen. It was vast. It was a feast for the eyes, decorated absolutely beautifully. There was just so much to see, and the smells were fabulous, and the food was just phenomenal. That's my smoothie right there, and it was delicious. Great way to start the day. We ate breakfast at a beautiful little table outside, and this was my favorite. It was so good, some kind of little Mexican donut. From there, we walked down to where the boat picked you up to take you to Xcaret Park. Live, love, travel. Boats look like we're not in them. They let us off in a shopping area by the Occidental. On our final approach, we're headed to the park. We follow the river walk down, and there it is, Xcaret, Mexico. Not as long as Disney lines. Oh boy, exciting. How beautiful. We walked into the park, and our first thing we see are the parrots, the macaws.
What's that tower?
Yeah. And oh my God, look who's coming now.
Permiten un espacio, por favor, hacia las orillas. Gracias.
Hola.
Hola.
The flamingo parade was so cool. And then we encountered this little guy scurrying off. But there were iguanas everywhere, and we really enjoyed seeing them on the path. Okay. Where are you going? Going to a secret little place? Next was the Bridge to Paradise Mexican Cemetery. From the distance, I was struck by the shape and color of the cemetery, which featured Mayan elements and a mixture of Mexican folk art from pre-Hispanic times to present day. It's in the shape of a spiral shell in remembrance of the ancient Mayans who used the conch shell to communicate with the gods by blowing their breaths into them. The spiral cemetery has 7 levels that symbol the days of the week and 52 steps which represent the weeks in a year, while its 365 tombs are a representation of the days of the year. Each tomb has its own personality, tonalities, adornments, and singular epitaphs. There's even another spiral inside the hill, which you can visit too, which has 365 niches and canals that carry water from the surface to the cross in the center, creating the relaxing effect of a waterfall. It's a valuable place of Mexican culture and its relationship with the Day of the Dead tradition. Next up was the immersion aviary, which was the result of many years of research. Natural habitats were created to allow the development of more than 1,500 Mexican birds, some of them in danger of extinction. The Scarlet Macaw program is Xcaret's most successful reproduction program. It obtained the Guinness World Record twice for achieving the most macaws born in captivity, which has been able to repopulate the jungles of southeast Mexico. We were in awe of the huge structure and the myriad of birds we were able to see. Hi! Next up was the Butterfly Pavilion. Xcaret's Butterfly Pavilion is one of the largest in the world, with a free flight area of over 37,000 square feet. Over 20 regional species are exhibited and reproduced here, among which you can distinguish the owl-eye, blue and red-eye butterflies. Walk through an area of jungle where you can find butterflies that prefer the shade, and another area more exposed to light where you will find those that love the sun. This latter species was highly valued by the ancient Mayans, who considered them the souls of warriors fallen in battle. We got to see some Mayan ruins at the park as well. They weren't as big as Chichen Itza, but they were cool. Then after that, we went to lunch. There was a beautiful buffet lunch, all you could drink, all you could eat. It was fabulous. Xcaret Park is vast. I have to admit, we were not prepared as we should have been. We could have done so much more. But that being said, we did do a lot. We did decide to do the snorkeling tour excursion, which was a lot of fun. A sea turtle came right up to my face. We saw fish, stingrays, and it was a lot of fun. And there was a $40 charge each for this. After the snorkeling, we decided to go back to the hotel, but here's a few other pictures that the system took. You have your wristband and it takes pictures of you as you stand at a designated location. Really is great to get pictures of, who you're traveling with, so no one has to miss out on the pictures. Back at the hotel, we decided to go swimming. First, we went in the big infinity pool, and the views from there were just fantastic. We had a lot of fun. They had the bar right in the middle, the swim up bar, and we really did have a good time. After that, we did decide to go back to the diamond pool, which was by our room, as we had yet to go in there. And the view as the sun was setting was just spectacular of the Capilla Chapel. After swimming, back to Xcaret Park to check out the Spectacular. We decided to walk back to Hotel Xcaret from the park and view this awesome Mayan ceremony. It was super cool. After we got back, we decided to stop at a little taco cart And then we went on to Cantina, Los Faroles. First, we had a nice cocktail in the little bar. Then we had a wonderful dinner. This restaurant does not require a reservation, and it has a festive atmosphere, original cocktails, and a variety of tequilas and mezcals. Some cute little decorations there too with our meal. We really did have a nice time there. We then hit up the Mercado again for a late night snack in the candy bar, and it was really fun, and again, so colorful and pretty. Great way to end the evening. I got up the next morning at the crack of dawn because I wanted to savor every last second of our last day. Ed and I decided to go up to the top of the Capilla Chapel. So we started our trek up there before breakfast and enjoyed the scenery along the way. It really all is breathtaking, and there are signs to point you in the right direction. There was a kind of cave-ish type tunnel we walked through, and then finally we were there. And the views all around are really breathtaking. Ed went upside to get this cute picture of him, and then we got to the chapel. And the views from there, as you can see, are magnificent of the Caribbean Sea. And there's some beautiful artwork in there. What a beautiful place to get married. It'd just be absolutely fantastic. There's so much detail everywhere you look. This beautiful wood sculpture carving has stars and Mary. And this is the elevator in case you don't want to walk up all the steps. Okay, so last day at Hotel Xcaret. It's been the trip of a lifetime. Highly recommended. Right now we're on the top of that spiral chapel. You've probably seen in a lot of pictures. So I'm going to tap the screen. Get the background. There we go. It's a beautiful day in Mexico. And I'm going to kind of turn around. You can see the chapel behind me. And I'm just going to turn around a little. Here we go. They're building something back there. Let's see. So after checking out the chapel, we were quite hungry at this point. Decided to check out Fuego, which is the creative, fresh and healthy first vegan and vegetarian restaurant at Hotel Xcaret. They serve specialties seasoned with superfoods and traditional Mexican spices. Fuego makes you feel in harmony with nature, and it's located in a cave between the beach and the rivers. It's a wonderful spot. We had a great breakfast. When they took us to our table, we almost couldn't believe it. Here we were right at the edge where the water meets the table, and we were quite surprised. We had our own little alcove there. The menu was fabulous. Fish were swimming up next to us. We were in heaven. There's the fish outside where we're eating breakfast. We had a great time waiting for our breakfast, watching the fish, and anticipating the meal. It started to get a little bit busier. We took some pictures while we waited, and here's a picture of the menu, so you can see some of the choices that were on there. And then our smoothies arrived, and they were very healthy, very good, and breakfast. And it was as good as it looked, if not better. And then we encountered some iguanas. There's one right there, dropped out of the tree, and it's at the kitchen. There's Ed. We're leaving the cave restaurant now. Goodbye. I'm going to miss this place so much. After breakfast, we headed off to see the beach. So, the beach. And this is where the actual spot where the water comes through. We'll go over Ed's head. Right here. And then it flows into all of the park. I think it's a mix of seawater and regular water. the beach. There are people swimming over there. So I cut off the sound from the beach, but I did want you to hear it. But I wanted to explain because it was kind of hard to hear. But the water comes through that filter, and that mixes with the regular water in through the whole resort. So all the myriad of beaches that are throughout the resort, all the canals where you go kayaking and swimming, and all the rivers, all that water is, part natural from the sea, but it's a lot calmer. Few last looks. There's the pool. This is the pathway. One of many down to the ocean. You can kayak. You can paddleboard. As we walked back through the beach area, we took in the sights of all the beautiful little beaches and the waterways, the canals, people kayaking, people paddleboarding, and all that is at no extra charge. You just check them out. It really is just a beautiful, peaceful place. Never felt crowded, yet it was sold out. And it is a good idea to book about 6 months to a year out, because it is a very popular place. Though we never ate at La Chajanera, we just didn't have enough time to eat at all the fantastic restaurants. It's supposed to be very good, bringing the best land and sea products, enhanced by Caribbean flair. Everywhere you look, there was something to see. This beautiful, quaint little lemonade stand. We came across the kids section, and this was the octopus pool. And then there was a great little restaurant. Jabali was a really cute little open-air buffet-style restaurant. It had the station for children, but also some great handcrafted coffees and espressos and wonderful Mexican desserts. We were in heaven. The food was absolutely amazing. It was a great little place to stop before heading back home. Our luggage was all set to go, so we decided to stop in the lobby bar for one more drink. And we had some Modelo Negro, which has become a favorite beer since we've been back home. Everyone was just so nice and hospitable. It was very hard to leave. We left the lobby bar and walked one last time through the lobby, accompanied by a flutist, which made it even harder to leave this magical place. The luxury bus took us directly to Cancun Airport, which is very convenient and included. Just be sure to make a reservation the day before you leave. To close, I want to say that although we did so much in 5 days, there's so much left to do. Next trip, Senses, Xochimilco, Zilha, the Tulum tour, which are all included with your stay. We also want to experience Ha Restaurant, conceptualized by Michelin star chef Carlos Gaitan, as well as the other restaurants we missed. Also saving for next time is the Mulak Spa, a mystical natural sanctuary that offers a holistic experience in facilities that blend state-of-the-art technology with nature to achieve ultimate well-being. Thanks for watching, and as always,